It's just another Mystic Monday, where mysteries unfold, come what may. It's a journey of enchantment for another Mystic Monday. Let's find our way. In every whisper of the ancient trees, and every ripple of the mystical seas, there's a tale untold and a spell to weave. On this Mystic Monday, let's truly believe. Hearts open wide and spirits high, let's delve into the realms where dreams can fly. For in this world of magic and light, every Mystic Monday ignites our delight. So let's embrace the wonders, let's come and play, for every Mystic Monday can light our way. With each new adventure, let's lead the way to another Mystic Monday where we can seize the day. Hey y'all, welcome to another Mystic Monday. These are pre-recorded videos that are first aired on a Mystic Monday live. So come join us at 6 p.m. every Monday for a live chat as we look at the astrological energies of the week. So this week is a doozy, and this is the week of June 11th to June 17th, and this is pretty much the final full week of the Gemini energies. We'll close the energies out for Gemini next week, but this week it's like the final wrap up is happening with the Gemini energies, if you could say. But this is really masterful energies that we're walking into. So the not so masterful humans will not be able to handle these energies very well. So I have some crazy notes. I guess you could say crazy notes. I don't know, but I've got some notes, and basically, your mind will not be able to fix your emotions, and for me, or your mind won't be able to fix it. Emotions allow and observe. Your mind will not be able to fix things, and for me, this is like kind of crazy because this is Gemini season. This is the season of the mind, and all of my notes are intuition over logic, and our mind does not choose intuition over logic, and mind isn't going to be able to fix it. Your feelings, your ability to allow and observe feelings will be what helps you find your solutions. It doesn't really make sense all during the season of the mind. This would make sense if we were talking about Cancer season. Of course, Cancer season is next, and we'll get into that once we get there. But right now, we should be focusing on the mind, but really these are intense energies, and there's a lot going on with the planets and everything. So it really is a time to allow your emotions and to observe your emotions. And that's what masterful human work is. That's what being a master human is, or being a love worker or a light worker, or a love warrior, light warrior. It's about being able to handle those emotions that other humans aren't able to. And not that we're above them at all. I mean, I'm who knows if we can even handle, I'm not saying we, who knows if I can even handle this, These are tough energies, and that's why, we're kind of having the ability to work with the stars and the energy this week to be able to reprogram our mind to work on a love program instead of a fear program. And you have to admit that we've been running off fear, and there's been a lot of fear in the world for the past 100 years or more. Our ancestors are coming from a fearful place, so whenever they say that's how it has to be done, it's coming from a place of fear, not love. And we're trying to shift that paradigm. So things aren't going to quite always make sense in the shifting of that paradigm from fear to love based. And a lot of the logic, a lot of the past logic, which is where our mind is on the past logic, and it doesn't understand this love based. The mind isn't able to fully understand yet, so we have to go with intuition over logic, and we have to understand that our mind cannot fix these issues. We have to feel them out. So this is a week of feeling things out. So we will be feeling things out, just feeling lots of feelings this week. Yeah, just allow our mind to observe so that it can learn, and it can learn how to move into this love-based logic, this love-based considering your intuition and your gut first and foremost type of logic. So we're kind of using our feelings this week to rewire our brain. It's kind of like what's on the galactic menu that God's serving up for us this week is use your feelings to rewire that brain into the love-based programming. So, and what's coming up is mind control. Yes, mind control is very, very, very real, and subliminal messages are very, very real. And the thing is, you should be the one controlling the mind. You should be the one in control of the mind. If you're the one in control, then nobody else outside of you can, and those subliminal messages will always be in your control. And you know what I mean? If you're the one making sure that you are in control of your mind, and you give yourself the subliminal messages that you need to have that mind control, you'll be the one. Because whenever we think of mind control, we always think of somebody outside of somebody else controlling the mind. Like, whoa, mind control. No, mind control is I control my mind. It's taking control of my mind and telling my mind, I'm sorry, you're not going to understand this right now. The feelings do, and we need to let them sort out on their own. But you need to watch and observe, because there's something for the mind to learn here about letting the feelings flow. So that's the week in a nutshell. So let's just get into each day of the week, okay? So we'll just go into the days of the week this Mystic Monday this time around. So it's different every week until we find our groove, which maybe we will, maybe we won't. We might move to a different day because people might not want to be gathering on a Monday. Maybe a different day would be better, like a Mystic Wednesday or something. So we'll see how it goes. A whimsical Wednesday, something like that. What do you guys think? I always want to hear feedback from you guys, so please let me know in the comments, what day of the week would you prefer to gather and to watch these live, or just to gather in the comments and to talk and to be together live, and then we can watch them whenever we want, I guess. Anyways, so let's go through the energies of the week. So the sun is moving from step 21 to step 27 Gemini this week, and I went over that a lot. It's about this wrapping our mind around the importance of our emotions and how to handle that. The moon will begin the week waxing in Leo with lots of crazy stuff going on with that, and it'll wax all the way to Scorpio to the end of this week. So we have a waxing moon all week long. So it's a time we're building momentum. All right, so Tuesday is going to be step 21 Gemini, ruled by Jupiter, which is at 3 degrees Gemini. So the objective, kind of the ruling energy of the day, is saying it's time to expand what your mind believes, to expand the possibilities that your mind can believe in. And the thing about this week that I need to kind of rewind, I just kind of took off, but I do need to say, this week, if you are around where I live, and I can't speak for other areas just yet, maybe I'll get good at that one day, I do kind of hope to, but right now I know that if you are I'm in North America, in the center area of North America, so central U.S. Central Time. The sun will be changing degrees every hour, a little 1 hour later every single day this week. So I think it starts this week changing degrees at like 5 a.m. and then it's at 6 a.m. and then it's at 7 a.m. and then 8 a.m. So this causes like we in North America, and I guess South America too, like at that area, we're going to be feeling two step numbers in one day, two ruling energies in one day. And honestly, like on Tuesday, if you happen to wake up before 5 a.m., your ruling energy will be the moon, and you'll be motivated by the moon, while other people who woke up after 5 a.m. will be motivated by the Jupiter energy. So it's a little bit complex during these times, but I'm just going to read it as if someone who wakes up at 8 a.m. every single morning. So we'll just see how that goes. And hopefully that's not too confusing. If I confuse some of y'all, I'm sorry. We'll just back up and we'll just talk about the energies of the day. So Tuesday ruled by Jupiter, and Mars will be square Pluto, which is retrograde in Aquarius at 1 degree. So this is heightened sexuality type day. So that is in the air. And also it's like an intense desire for power or control over another. So power play, or intense desire for someone to take power or control over you. You know, power play dynamics are going on. So watch out for that on Tuesday. And yeah, try to stay away from any struggles or confrontations, because people are trying to assert more power than would be fair or right. So there's that at play. And then plus the moon is waxing in Leo all day Tuesday. Did I say Thursday? It's Tuesday. The moon will be waxing in Leo all day Tuesday, and that is a time that, you know, people are usually more outgoing, more friendly, more sociable. But also, while the moon is in Leo, the moon is going to try and cry on, which makes us a little bit more sensitive and a little bit more intuitive. So that's a good thing too, you know, while we're out and we're more empathic towards others. But then you also have that Mars square Pluto. That's still an aspect that's happening at the same time. So it's an energy that people may try to take advantage of another, you know, and that they would use their intuition to. I shouldn't explain how someone would do it, but they would use their intuition to see that you are someone that they could assert more power than they would necessarily have the right to assert, and they would do it to get away with it, you know, because they intuit that they could get away with it. So there's that energy in the air, so watch out for that. But at the same time, your intuitive senses will be a lot stronger. You'll be able to tell that they're trying to take advantage of you. So trust your gut in these situations. And the moon will, in the day, square in Uranus and talk about mood swings. So someone that started the day feeling really good may end the day feeling really bad, or you might be like, oh my gosh, you are so bipolar, or you may feel bipolar yourself. But it's the emotional energies in the air, and we're learning how to master these emotional energies one way or another. We're figuring out our way to ride these emotional waves, and our way to be in the emotional struggle that is life, you know, and to enjoy it and to love and protect our heart in the process. So, rapid mood swings and impulsive reactions by the end of the day Tuesday. And Wednesday is ruled by Uranus at 24 degrees Taurus. So, 24 degrees Taurus. So, that crazy rapid energy moves into Wednesday with the sun sextiling Cryon, The rational mind, our instincts and will and creative identity will be aligned and you can thrive. But also, this energy can highlight parts of us that are vulnerable and subject to ridicule and embarrassment. So there's that energy in the air with this too. And Mercury is square Saturn, which can make communication and our plans, any plans for travel, like come to a halt. It can make communication more difficult, and negative thinking and misunderstandings can happen. So with Wednesday being ruled by Uranus at 24 degrees Taurus, it's a volatile day. It's a very volatile day. And with the Sun sextile Chiron, Mercury square Saturn, it really is a very, very volatile day. And it's that breakthrough or breakdown energy, and things that are breaking down is because they don't belong. And at this point where we kind of are astrologically, we have been working on, we're still working on innovating our self-worth. And we were working on expanding our self-worth. So now we're working on expanding our mindset and our mind's right now belief in possibilities. But we're working on expanding our mind now, but we were working on expanding our self-worth. And during that time, the last couple months and such, if we expanded our self-worth to be lower, then we're beginning to innovate how to feel like we belong, feeling lower self-worth, that lower expansion. We're changing things so that we can really feel like we belong in that lower self-worth. But if we expanded a higher self-worth, which I really hope that we did, and I hope that I helped participate in helping some of you guys choose the higher self-worth, what we are now doing, we are now innovating where we feel we belong, feeling that higher self-worth, how to get into feeling that we belong with that higher self-worth. And so Wednesday is a day where it depends on which one you were at. If things are breaking down and you were on that lower self-worth, then that means that things are not working to help you keep feeling low self-worth. You're going to move towards feeling higher self-worth. But if things are breaking down and you are on that higher, you really were trying to innovate and change to feel more worthy in yourself, then things breaking down on this day is telling you that you're not on that path, that you need to do something to get back onto the higher self-worth. So you see how both of them is telling, like the breakdown is saying, no, this is the higher self-worth, you know? So it really does, if things break down, it tells you. If things don't break down, typically there's either, for me personally, there's either a big, oh my gosh, I didn't even look at it that way before, this is amazing, like chill bumps, goosebumps, let's move forward, or there's nothing that really happens, which is also good. I celebrate any days ruled by Uranus that nothing happens. I'm just like, woohoo, yoo-hoo. I feel like I'm on track. I'm doing good, taking care of business. So definitely, if Wednesday is like a day for nothing happening, then celebrate that. It's a day to celebrate that. So, all right, let's move to Thursday. Thursday will be ruled by Mercury at step 21, Gemini. So this is a Grand Master Day. Grand Master Gemini Day. Gemini Day. And Mercury will be conjunct the Sun at 23 degrees at 4:32 a.m. Universal Time Zone, which this is not Central Time Zone. I wrote this down for Universal Time Zone. Mercury conjuncts the Sun at 23 degrees Gemini at 4:32 a.m. Universal Time Zone. I'll put that on there, the time, so that you guys can look it up and convert it to your time zone, because this is pretty profound right here. This is Mercury conjunct the Sun at a Grand Master Gemini degree. Okay, first of all, let's see if we can walk through this, okay? We have the Sun, we have Mercury, and they are together, and they are at step 23, which is ruled by Mercury. It is ruled by Gemini energy, and we have Gemini, which is Gemini ruled by Mercury. So Mercury rules Gemini and step 23. This is Mercury's Grand Master throne. This is the throne of Mercury, and the Sun is right there with it. So the Sun is really, it's like the Sun is highlighting and bringing, crowning energy and celebratory energy to Mercury as Mercury sits on his throne kind of energy. So it's a good time for sharing ideas, for making plans, for buying and selling things, for negotiating, and for meeting new people. And Cryon will be sextiling Mercury and the Sun, so our mindset and communication style will be easily influenced by your past wounds. So taking care of those past wounds, making sure that you lick your wounds and you secure your wounds are very necessary, because they'll get in the way of you being able to take advantage of these energies and be able to communicate clear ideas and make clear plans for your future and for a better future where you could just be happy and where you can buy and sell and not buy too much or sell too much either. So, yeah, watch out, because our emotional wounds can get in the way of us being able to be clear on the energies that the Sun conjunct Mercury brings us. And the Moon will be waxing in Virgo, so it's a time to begin to analyze our emotions. I feel like this is really good. Like I told you, this is a week of our logic cannot fix the problem. So with the Moon going into Virgo, it's kind of going to help us to be able to look at and analyze our emotions instead of trying to analyze the problem and fix it, kind of thing. So really, it's a week. Emotions will be tense. They'll be intense for everyone, and only the master humans will be able to handle this kind of energy. And I feel like, God in the universe helps us along the way with the spheres. And the Moon going into Virgo is one of the helps that I think that we're going to get this week. And that'll be on Thursday with the intense energy of Mercury at Grandmaster, with the Sun and Cryon sextiling. So I do feel like it's going to help us to be able to step back and really analyze those emotions and understand that they're coming from our past wounds, and to understand how we can tend to them, and so that we can move forward with clear plans and clear ideas and clear communication of those plans and ideas. All right, Friday will be ruled by Venus at step 26, Gemini. So we are opening up to feeling more open in our mind. We're opening up to allowing our mind to open more, because hopefully we're beginning to see a little bit, maybe, because a lot of things that we're doing as light workers and love workers right now, it just has to be done on faith. And we're having this faith test where the things that we're holding faith really seems impossible. So it might seem impossible to open our mind more, but at the same time, that's part of the faith test. And at the same time, we will be seeing glimmers of evidence, I do believe, throughout this Gemini season. Our mind, if we are able to allow intuition over logic, we understand logic isn't going to fix the issue, and we We step back and we allow the feelings and we observe the feelings. The more that we do that, the more we're going to be able to have those glimpses of understanding, and the logic will come to us. I know it will. But today, Friday, is a day to really open up and to begin to accept that, and to accept the higher understanding and the open mind that is necessary to support a love-based mind, instead of a fear-based mind, a love-based logic instead of a fear-based logic. And the sun is semi-sextile Uranus at 24 degrees, so rebellious energies can be really strong. People may want to rebel against authority, and people they want to go their own way. They want to do it their way, and it's a time to do it your way. I encourage that energy. Do it your way, your way. But yeah, people want to be unique, and it's a day that they're going to want to show their uniqueness. You're going to want to stand out in some way, but at the same time, for others, it's going to be hard to want to embrace that. It might be a time to want to hide your uniqueness, so that it could play out that way too. And the moon will be waxing in Virgo, but it will conjunct Black Moon Lilith, so we will be very emotional about the details involved in what we're afraid of in acting on our intuition. So now our emotions are kind of can side with what our logic was saying, but still the advice stands. Allow the emotions, allow the fear, observe it. Allow the fear, allow the emotions, observe it. Understand that it's there for a purpose. Yes, you can be afraid to act. You can then dot your I's, cross your T's, and tell that fear, I see you, let's go. And move and act with the fear. Feel the fear, act anyway. Feel the fear, do it anyway. So that's the energy on Friday. Moving on to Saturday. Saturday is ruled by Neptune. And Neptune is at 29 degrees Pisces, right? Still at 29 degrees Pisces. So we are continuing to hold the faith, and it still doesn't quite seem logical to hold the faith. Of course, I did go over these energies a little bit earlier. Also on Saturday, Venus is squaring Black Moon Lilith, which is a friction between your desire to express your sexual self versus your beautiful self, to express, that you're a vixen being or a beautiful being, it's like that's the energy there. But it's also it's a reluctance and an unwillingness to, it's like I can't open up. I cannot open up. Like, it's a fear of opening your mind to being able to take these higher actions. It's like you can allow the fear to close you off with these energies. It's kind of like the fear of being a vixen causes you to be an incredible prude biche. So it really is about embracing both of these energies. Remember, Venus is about balance and understanding that understanding that the fear has a purpose. I really feel like God Universe helped us by helping us feel through the fear yesterday. That way this fear can't come off and close us down. Don't let the fear come and close you off. Understand that there's a reason for the fear, but stay open anyway. And the moon will now be waxing in Libra, and it will oppose Chiron, and it will conjunct the south node. So the moon, we will be feeling the past. You will be feeling the past, and it'll be feeling impossible to heal the past. But understand that it's just a part of the process. Again, that's about holding the faith. Another thing that we would have to hold faith in that does not seem logical. Holding the faith is never going to seem logical, and it can't. It cannot. If the mind knows, you don't have faith anymore. Now you know. So understand that and have faith that you will figure out how to heal these things, and the things that are coming up from the past, that you're feeling from the past, are coming up so that you have the opportunity to address them and heal them. If nothing else, just write down the things that are coming up from the past making you feel bad, and you don't have to look at it right now, but have faith and trust that one day you'll be able to flip it open and be like, oh yeah, I know how to heal and get through that now. You might not know how to do it now, but you can have faith that you can figure it out later. So, moving on to the next day, Sunday will be ruled by Saturn at 19 degrees Pisces. So this is where we're taking responsibility for how our heart acts and what we manifest from our heart actions. And Venus will be at step 29 Gemini. So this is an open mind test. This is a test about opening our mind, which is another blessing from God Universe, why Venus squared Black Moon Lilith right before this, because it really did help us to face any fears that we had about opening our mind right before we're tested on our ability to open our mind. So I'm not exactly sure what this will be, but in these tests that come through, these universal tests, again, it could be before or after, but it's usually right around the time that the planets are at these degrees. But some of us go through it before. I've seen people go through it before. I'm like, wow, it's the Venus test and you're going through it now. It's things that'll come up that it'll be like, are you sure you want to open your mind to unlimited possibilities? Because look how bad that you suck, you barely have any views. Are you sure that you want to believe that you can do this? It's things that are going to come up. The real world is going to show us how wrong our open mind is. Does that make sense? The thing about these step 29 tests, though, anything about opening our mind or anything that crumbles or falls apart, that makes you feel like, I don't know, mental, you maybe feel mental with this Venus at 29 Gemini energy, it typically doesn't last, and it doesn't affect other things. Anything that falls apart with these 29s, typically, they're little bloops, little lessons. They're just like, oh, you're not getting the lesson. Here's extra credit so that maybe you can get the lesson. I don't know if that's hard to understand or not, but it's kind of like how the universe is doing it. The universe is just kind of it's like the universe realizes we're not getting the lesson, and so it kind of doubles down in hopes that, oh, now we'll get it, and if we still don't, then the universe is like, get them next time, if we do, then it's like, okay, see, I think it works more than not, it's kind of like, I don't know, I don't even want to say that. Okay, we'll move on. So, also, with this energy, I can't believe I haven't said it, but Venus will be square Neptune the whole entire time, because it's a faith test. So it's a faith test, and everything that seems logical about why we should have a closed mind and we should listen to our fear, it is coming up in our reality. And it's coming up in our reality so that we can show that we have faith, and we'll keep an open mind any flunk way. Because I've learned, and I can any emotions that come through, I can alchemize. I can allow, I can observe, I can allow, I can flow, Or we can all go mental and we can go crazy and we can forgive ourselves, which is fine too. It's all fine. The moon will be waxing in Libra, and this is a time to clean our social circles and strengthen any bonds that are not working, or that strengthen. This is time to clean out our social circles and strengthen any bonds that are working really well. So this is a time to, if friends that aren't serving you well, we can love them, but love them from afar. And the friends that you do love and do love you and are there for you, it's a time to let them know that you love them and how much they mean to you, and to strengthen that bond that you have with them. And that brings us back around to Monday, another Mystic Monday. All right, this Mystic Monday will be ruled by Mars at 6 degrees Taurus. So this is a day to protect how you act on that self-worth, and protect your newfound cultivated openness, open mind, to make sure that your open mind is protected with the actions that you take, especially for your self-worth. And make sure that your actions are helping you to create, cultivate, and continue your higher self-worth and your ability to keep an open mind. So the aspects that we have today is Venus conjunct Mercury at 0 degrees Cancer. So this is actually where finally it becomes more logical, and we begin to understand why, we needed to have such an open mind, and it becomes more logical that we did open up, why we opened it, we begin to understand. Finally, we begin to understand, and we begin to wrap our mind around this higher love and feeling this higher love. And yes, we begin to, what we need to do with these energies, if our mind really is getting on board with our higher self-worth, understanding our higher self-worth, and with opening up to living in this higher self-worth, love-based energies, then mind, how can we protect that, and how can we ensure that mind stays on board? That's what needs to be done today. On Monday, on the Mystic Monday, it's a day to really figure out, how can I protect my mind so that I can continue to think in these higher self-worth, loving ways. And the moon will be waxing in Scorpio, so we will be nostalgic for bygone love. And in these instances, our mind really does tend to overplay the good and kind of not even look at the bad, there's a reason why that love is no longer in your life. Try to look at those reasons and not, overplay the good in it and be so, lovesick for what is meant to be gone. And the moon will oppose Mars, which is the ruling energy of the day. So this can create heightened sensitivities where people, they take things the wrong way. It's like, why are you looking at me like that? And it's like, I was looking at you like that because I was thinking, wow, you're so pretty, but if you want to fight about it, I guess we're gonna have to fight, like that kind of thing. So be careful. People will be feeling more aggressive than usual, and there may be people may have struggle controlling their emotions, because again, they may be, instead of wrapping their mind around how they can protect a more loving, higher vibe mind, they may be wrapping their mind around how to protect this lower vibe mind, and they could be taking things personally that shouldn't be taken personally, and wanting to fight and overreacting. And so watch out for that, and watch out for your tendency to want to do those things too, and understand that learning to manage this side of ourselves is essential, and it will be very, very important for the months to come. So this emotional work that we're doing this week is very, very, very important. And it's masterful work. It really is. So we need to be loving and graceful and forgiving with ourselves throughout the week. So, all right, you guys, there you guys go. That is the energies of the week. That's all we're going to do for this portion. And now let's get into the cards. We'll start with the astrological signs. We embody the whole zodiac, but we also have parts of the zodiac that we lean towards, don't we? So let's go into the signs and get oracle messages for all the signs, so each of y'all can have a more personalized message, and then we'll go into the general card reading for the energies of the week. So thank you all so much for joining me for this portion, and I hope to see you guys on the other side. All right, welcome to our oracle card portion for each sign. We're going to go through each sign as the zodiac and give an oracle card reading. And I'm going to start putting here at the beginning of this portion the deck that we will be working with. And the deck that I've been called to work with for this week for us in the zodiac is the Shadows of Light, which I call our shadow deck, or our dark self. I call it my shadow deck, but it's the Shadows of Light deck by Haley Claire. So that will be the deck that we're working with this week. So all right, everybody, let's get into it. And right now we are in Gemini season. So we are going to continue to start with Gemini. So Gemini, you are first up. And your oracle card for this week is Sovereignty, self-empowerment. Yes, Gemini, I'm feeling this so strongly for you. This is a week you will parts of your belonging in society and who you are wanting to be, who your heart wants you to be, and where you belong in society is being highlighted for you this week. And it's about empowering yourself, because you can't belong somewhere that you can't be yourself. So things like that is being highlighted for you this week, and it's time for you to have a heart-mind alignment with your sovereign self. You need to get your mind on board with the sovereign self that your heart wants you to be and your heart is ready for you to be. So yes, and it is time to empower yourself to be the source of your own self-empowerment, Gemini, and to walk in your authenticity. Protect any decision that you make to be your authentic self. Protect your commitment to your authentic self this week, Gemini. All right, Gemini, I hope that you enjoyed this message, and as always, I pray that Mother, Father, God, and Goddess bless you immensely with love. All right, Cancer, let's look at what we have for you. All right, we got balance coming up upside down, but is there a right side up or an upside down with this card, Cancer? Oh my goodness, Cancer, you're trying to balance too much. You're trying to do too much. Some things are going to fall. They're just going to have to. You're going to have to ask for help. I feel like it's time to ask for help. And know that you don't belong feeling out of balance. You don't belong feeling incapable. You belong feeling empowered and confident. But I feel like this week is going to be, it's a week that you're going to strengthen your faith. So I feel like, because we're still in that faith test energy, I feel like this week you're gonna have to let go of some things and then trust and have faith in others and ask for help and put yourself out there. And in doing that, it's going to help strengthen your faith. And you're going to have to do faithful things, you know? And I really feel like you need to be faithful to yourself first. Of course, Cancer. You need to be faithful to yourself and your heart first. And don't open up and don't take on any more until you have been able to take care of yourself first. And I feel like as you gain a new faith, this week is going to highlight the higher possibilities of your legacy and where you can go. So I feel like if you can let go, if you can face some fears this week, you will begin to see and really understand the higher possibility of life that you can live. And it's a life where you're not the servant of everyone, Cancer, but you do serve in your place and you enjoy your service just as much as you enjoy your service. You know, like you enjoy giving your service just as much as you enjoy getting your service. Is kind of like the energy I'm hearing and getting from this. But yeah, it's a time to release what no longer serve. Trust others. You need to ask for help and trust and have faith that things will work out any the flunk way, and take care of yourself first. All right, Cancer, that's the oracle card I got for you this week. So, as always, may Mother, Father, God, and Goddess bless you immensely. All right, Leo. Leo, I'm getting that it is time to take action on your heart's desires. It's time to move forward with a life that your heart loves to live, and to remember that love is your compass, and to make sure that you trust your intuition and believe your intuition and act whenever you intuit and you sense that the time is right. It's going to be important this week. There's going to be a time to act whenever you sense that the time is right. You are innovating and you have a chance to uplift your social belonging this week and where you belong in society and how you fit in with society. So uplifting it so people will see you as a brighter star if you take action whenever you believe and sense that the time is right. You're going to get like the universe will be like, now. And you go and you shine and you shine bright, Leo, and you do it wonderfully. And you shine, and people will start to acknowledge the brighter shine. Be like, man, Leo is shining even brighter. Can you believe it? I didn't know Leo could shine any brighter. Well, look at Leo shining brighter. But as you shine brighter, there might be something that you realize you need to learn, and you might have to kind of fake it till you make it kind of thing for a minute while you take the time to find a way to learn what you need to learn. So you might be humbled a little bit to find out that you don't know everything, and there's still some stuff that you need to learn, and that's okay. Allow yourself to be educated, educate yourself, and seize the moment whenever your heart senses that the time is right. And you got this, Leo. Continue to shine bright, and as always, may Mother, Father, God, and Goddess bless you immensely with love. All right, Virgo. Okay, Virgo. I can't put this card down because YouTube will put it. So what I'm going to do is in the editing, I am going to have to cover some things up with this card. But we'll go ahead and hopefully with things covered, we'll have the full card, Virgo. But yes, Virgo, your card is reciprocity. The mother, of course, Virgo. Yours is the mother. And Virgo, I feel like you're being uplifted. You're rising to the next role. You're rising to the next level here from loving and taking care of yourself to being able to love and take care of others. And I feel like there's a need to protect your mind and protect your thoughts. And for some, I feel like that's a need to protect and continue to only allow the good thoughts in. And for others, it's, protect and kick the bad thoughts out. For some, it's keep the bad thoughts out. And for others, it's kick the bad thoughts out. So, and we have, yeah, Virgo, I feel like this week there's going to be boundaries that are highlighted for you that, it's going to show you what needs to change about your boundaries so that you can be the loving, comforting, nurturing person that, you want to be and that you would love to be. And with the reciprocity card, that word is just, it's standing out to me that this week people are gonna get from you what they give. I feel that strongly, like they are gonna get what they give. So come at you, Virgo, this week with that negative energy, and they might just get some negative energy amplified back at them. But come at you with that sweetness, and they might get that sweetness amplified back. But also, I'm hearing, Virgo, watch out for them sweet talkers this week, because with your wanting to give back what's being received, those sweet talkers can really take advantage of you in this energy, Virgo. So, and be careful where you give, you gotta learn to nurture what is meaningful and protect that and not nurture anything else, and keep everything else from corrupting what you're nurturing, the meaningfulness that you're nurturing. All right, Virgo, that's all that I got for you for this oracle card this week. I hope that you enjoyed it. As always, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And may Mother, Father, God, and Goddess continue to bless you with love. All right, Libra. All right, Libra. I feel like, effort, the builder. I feel like, Libra, there's some lessons that you're gonna learn this week. So I do feel like do what you need to do to get done what needs to get done. Just put one foot in front of the other. But at the same time, there's going to be times where you just need to sit back and observe. And because you're going to learn from watching others do what they're doing, I'm hearing don't try to fix things right away. Allow things to be and do your chores. Stick to your responsibilities. This isn't a week to be helping others, but it's a week to be observing those that are asking for help or trying to, it's like observe and see who's willing to be a part of the effort, who's willing to be part of the effort of being the builder and building with you, Libra. Who would be worth your effort to harmonize with, to bring harmony to. Others, they're not builders, they're complainers, they're gripers, and if you help them, you contribute to the complaining, the griping, So it's time to look back and observe who is contributing to the building, and those people will be worthy of your effort later, but right now, it's not really a time for you to be helping others, but to be going within and figuring out how you can, making a plan for yourself for how to navigate and to continue to build and to ensure that your efforts are going towards actual building of harmony and not just nonsense. All right, Libra, that is, love and protect whenever you figure out where the builders are, and love and protect them, and put, add more, give them love and let them know, let the builders know that you see them, you see their effort, and give them love and build trust, and it'll build trust. It will build trust. Okay. So this is a week to observe, mostly observe kind of, and figure out a plan for how to move forward with those in your life and the lessons that you learned from the observations. And then love and protect what you learned and build trust with those that you learned that really are worth the effort. All right, Libra. That's all I got for you this week. I hope that you enjoyed it. And as always, I pray Mother, Father, God, and Goddess bless you. Okay, Scorpio. Scorpio, what do we have for you? All right. Resonance, joy. Okay, I don't know why, but I feel like this is almost, I don't know, it's like so joyful that I could cry, so sorrowful that I could laugh. Like both energies are coming out. So joyful that I could cry, so sorrowful that I could laugh. And I feel like Scorpio, it's like, I don't know. I think you're going to be this week is going to be testing your boundaries in a lot of way. And it's just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that you would think to go through my reinforced area of my boundaries, like, oh my gosh, how silly, how funny of you, like laugh at the darkness. Like, that's what I'm hearing. Laugh at the darkness, laugh at the hardships, laugh at the breaches, laugh at the irony of it all. And I mean, revel in your ability to create and live your own joy, and laugh at how you can be so protected and so open at the same time, like laugh at the irony of it all. Am I using that word right? But yeah, and look for the resonance of joy this week, and just kind of be joyful no matter what's happening. Like, be your own sunflower, be your own sunshine. Laugh at the good times and the bad. All right, Scorpio. I feel like telling you, you are going to see how some lack of understanding in your boundaries does in fact affect you and your health or your daily life, your ability to do what you want to do daily. And that highlighting of the boundary and the boundary breach is showing you how important your boundaries are to you. And align yourself with the resonance of joy, and you will find the answers that you need to be able to overcome this. This is a week of observation. It's not a week of doing, really. So observe, go with your gut and not your mind, and you'll get through this. Because it's like there's no logical reason for you to be happy and joyful and to find the resonance of joy. But that doesn't even matter. You can be happy any the flunk way. You can enjoy it any the flunk way. It doesn't have to be logical. So that's what I'm getting for you this week, Scorpio. I hope that you enjoyed it. And as always, I pray that Mother, Father, God, and Goddess continue to bless you immensely with unconditional love. All right, Sagittarius. Oh my goodness. Blessed Sagittarius. This week, you are going to be very, very vulnerable. And watch out for wanting to fawn over someone. I feel like your relationships and your partnerships are highlighted, and you need to trust what your heart senses about this relationship. And fawning, like giving in to someone just because you want to stay in relationship, is not going to work. And I feel like this is like an ex coming back and saying, I love you so much and just need your forgiveness. And Sag, I just want to say to tell them to F off. Think about why they're an ex, and your gut is telling you to tell them to F off. Don't go with someone, especially this week. Like, there's going to be sweet talkers out there, manipulators out there, and don't go with someone just because you don't want to be alone. Like, know that you are beautiful and magical all on your own, and you don't need anyone. And yeah, trust, love, and protect your heart and your heart's desires. And know, Sag, that if your heart desires to be in relationship, if your heart desires to not be single, then your right one will come along at the right time. You just might have to throw back a lot of fish, and some of the fish might look really, really good, but you have to trust your gut that no, gotta throw this one back. And if you pull a fish up in that boat that's been on the boat before, then you got to be like, no, there's a reason why you had to go. You got to go because it's only in the way of what your heart desires, which is that wonderful, loving relationship. So every fish that you throw back just gets you closer to that wonderful, loving relationship. And just with every fish, throw back, thank them for their time, and, tell the universe that what you liked about them. Don't tell the universe what you didn't like about them. Be like, okay, I liked that this fish had whiskers like this, so and then throw it back, and then be like, okay, this fish had the right fins, and then throw that one back, like that kind of thing. So, and just trust that you are powerful and strong all on your own, Sag. You guys got this. I love you guys so much. And for those of you that are already in a relationship, there might be some power dynamics going on this week, so watch out for that. And just, it's a week of observation. That's what I'm telling all the signs. We do embody all the signs, so it's a week of observation. So observe, and I'm not saying observe to use this against them and break up with them, but it's more of a observe to be able to figure out a way to kindly bring it up to them, to let them know that for you to continue in this relationship, you need some things to be looked at and worked on, and let them know that there's things that you're willing to look at for yourself and work on, if they are too. That's kind of thing that you're going to do if you're trying to build relationship and stay in relationship. So those are the kind of things that'll come up this week. And I do wish you guys the best this week. And I pray that Mother, Father, God, and Goddess continue to bless you, Sag, and love and comfort you as you move through these energies this week. All right. Shalom. All right, Capricorn. Capricorn. Perception, the dreamer. All right, Capricorn. I feel like things about your health and how your health is tied to your wealth is like the theme of this week. Like you can dream it and you can go for it and you can work hard and you can play hard, but if you do not take care of your body, you will lose it, Capricorn. It doesn't matter how hard you dream. You must take care of your vessel. And it's time for you to really, really figure out how to take care of that vessel. And part of taking care of that vessel is creating a home environment that is healthy to the vessel. You know, the environment really is a lot of taking care of yourself. Of course, you take care of the body first, and then you create the environment for your body to be well taken care of. So I feel like that's very important for you this week, Capricorn, but do continue to dream and be willing to see things from a different perspective. Like I'm telling all the signs, this is a week of observation and not really doing. It's observe and make a plan. But your observation needs to help you to perceive things differently. How can you observe things this week that helps you to look at it from a different perspective? And continue to love and trust and protect your beliefs, Capricorn. Protect your belief in yourself and protect your belief in your dreams, Capricorn. As you move forward, as you take care of your body and you figure out better ways to be in your bodily vessel and care for your bodily vessel, your dreams only become more and more possible. Especially with you, Capricorn, as hard worker as you are. So just continue to move forward, protecting your belief in yourself, protecting your belief in your dreams. Figure out a way to innovate and be in your body and take care of your body better. And as you move through the week, don't react, observe. And while you observe, look for a better perspective. Just ask yourself as you're observing, how could I see this from a brighter perspective? Or how can I see this from a more positive perspective? Or how can I see this from a higher perspective? How would a God view this situation, kind of thing, Capricorn. All right, Capricorns, you guys got this. I love you guys so much, and I pray that Mother, Father, God, and Goddess bless you immensely this week. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius, it's time to align your heart and your mind. This is a week of aligning your heart and your mind and transforming. Transformation, shedding skins. It's time to shed the old life and to move into the new life. It's time to shed it's time to shed the old ways and move into the new. I don't know, Aquarius. This could be shed the old hateful ways or shed the old good no more Mr. Nice Guy. I'm getting both energies from this card. So I believe that you're going to be feeling your commitments this week. They will be feeling heavy on you, and understand that take care of what you can take care of. And the moving through, I'm feeling like this week is going to be a tough week, and the moving through it is what's going to help you shed that old skin to release the old. So the moving through this week sheds the old and helps you to come into your new self. And know that snakes, whenever they shed their skin, they're very vulnerable. Like, that's why I think that he's kind of like on the attack here, because he understands that he just shed his skin and he's very vulnerable. And it's putting off a beware energy. So yeah, protect yourself after you've released this old, definitely protect yourself and your vulnerability around the new. Add love and just protection, space and time. Give yourself space and time to really step into this new that you are stepping into. I feel like it's a new, higher, wiser self. It's a new, higher, wiser being, like earlier I was saying I get both, from going from no more Mr. Nice Guy to to shedding the old hateful energies. And now I feel like this is shedding the naivete and moving into the higher wisdom and understanding to move forward. But understand, Aquarius, that the roughness of this week is to help you to shed the old, and then after going through that roughness, you need love and protection, because you are going to be very, very vulnerable. So you will need love and protection, time and space from others, and extra love for yourself, extra love and self-care as you are after you've gone through the tough things that helped you to shed the old. You will be very vulnerable, so take care of yourself in that vulnerability, Aquarius. All right, guys, that is your oracle message for this week. I thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you were able to gain something out of it. And as always, I pray that Mother, Father, God, and Goddess bless you immensely. All right, Pisces. Pisces, this week we have for you creativity, the alchemist, Pisces. I'm hearing that you need to protect your beliefs, your belief in yourself, to alchemize, to transform, to create. That you can create anything that you want to create, Pisces, and you can change anything into what you want it to be, into what you want to create. I feel like you're just immensely powerful. And yeah, just like I'm telling all the signs to sit back and observe this week, though. So observe and make plans for how you would create better with that type of energy that you might be observing. And I feel like this is really, really going to pay off for you. I feel like, is it like, I don't know. It's like the golden touch, right? The Midas touch. I'm feeling like, yeah, like you're whatever you create. I see people just be on demand and wanting it. Like, what did Pisces make? Oh my gosh, I have to have one. Will you make me one too? And it's like, sure, for $3. Like I just feel, and I don't feel that necessarily this week, but as you create these new things, they're going to be high demand, is what I'm hearing. Your creativity is high demand. Your ability to create and alchemize is high demand. So this week, for sure, as you go through this week, it's an emotional week. Understand that, and as you see emotional things happening around you, observe and figure out how you can create and alchemize with those energies. And as you see energies that you don't like around you, figure out ways to ground them. Ground the light. And how do I want to describe this, what I'm seeing? I see you, Pisces, grounding this higher energy in a way that transforms the shadow energy into such beauty. And this creates a foundation and a financial security for you. All right, Pisces, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I thank you so much for joining me with this reading. I hope that you were able to gain something out of it. And as always, I pray that Mother, Father, God, and Goddess on high blesses you immensely with lots and lots of love. All right, Aries. Aries, this week you are going to be needing to use your intuition, your inner knowing over your knowing. And you're going to have to, like, intuition over logic, intuition over logic. It's just the mantra. And you need to believe what your heart is telling you. It's time to believe what your heart is telling you. You belong believing what your heart is telling you. And this week is going to be a week because, as you know, this is like, I see this week as an emotional stormy week, like we're going through the emotional storms, Aries. And for you, I feel like you're just going to have to trust your gut on when to act and when not to act, when to step back and when to observe. Like I'm telling everybody this week to observe, but with you, Aries, I feel like there will be a time that you need to take that action, but you've got to trust your gut and your inner knowing. And it's not going to be logical, but you will feel it. And when you do not act too hard. Like I see you pushing way too hard and fast. Slowly, try to at least start slow. Try to start slow, Aries. So, yeah, move forward, trusting your gut, believing in your heart, believing in yourself, and know that you belong believing in yourself. And I feel like there's going to be a transformation of your communication this week. So you'll figure out a way to communicate better. And that might be from miscommunicating first. As you first miscommunicate, you are able to adjust and find the right way to communicate. Because is it any good to communicate, Aries, if nobody can hear you anyway because nobody understands you? Like, you at least want to be understood in your communication. So, yeah, Aries, that's what I got for you this week. I hope that it helps. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. And as always, I pray that Mother, Father, God, and Goddess continue to bless you with unconditional love. All right, Taurus, this week it is time for you to think about your responsibilities and your loyalties. Who are you responsible to and who are you loyal to? You need to be responsible to your heart and loyal to your heart first. Does your heart feel that you are loyal? Do something that lets your heart feel your love this week, Taurus. No matter what's going on around you, do something that lets you feel your heart's love this week. And see how that expands your mind and your beliefs. And just continue being your awesome self, Taurus. Continue putting one foot in front of the other, and just like it's gonna pay off. And I feel like you're gonna see glimmers of how much it's gonna pay off this week, and you might be surprised by how much it's gonna pay off. And I don't know, as you do move into your seeing how it's paying off, and especially this week, do be careful not to overindulge, because overindulgence is not being responsible, and it's not being loyal to you and your heart, because it's rude to your body and it's rude to your being. It's unhealthy and it's not good. So watch out for overindulgence of all sorts and kind, and know that you are responsible and loyal to your heart first. So make sure that you come first, Taurus. And do something this week to let your heart know, and to do something for yourself that you can feel the love that you have for yourself. And don't let it be with overindulgence. Don't overindulge in it, because then you're building trust and tearing it down at the same time. So watch out for that. But other than that, feel your love this week, Taurus. And with the crazy energies that are going through, just like I tell all the signs, observe, don't react, and make plans for how you can deal with what you've observed. All right, Taurus, and that's what I have for you this week. I hope that you enjoyed it. And as always, I pray Mother, Father, God, and Goddess continue to bless you immensely with lots and lots of love. All right, everyone, that was our Zodiac Oracle card portion. And now we move to our weekly card read. See you on the other side. All right, everyone, welcome to our weekly energies reading, card reading for the energies of the week. And this I try to make these a timeless card reading, but these were originally aired on a Mystic Monday. This one was aired, I do believe, June 10th, Mystic Monday, so 2024. So, of course, it's for you whenever this reading finds you, and I'm so grateful to have you all here. And let's just get right into the reading, shall we? I like to start with the astrology dice to just get a read on the energies that we have going for us this week. So what does the collective need to know from the highest and brightest love light energy? Mother, Father, God, and Goddess of the Most High, please give us the message the collective needs to know for this week, for whenever it finds them. Thank you. All right. What do we got here? Let's start off. We have Jupiter in the 10th house. So expanding your legacy, expanding your career. We have Aquarius. So I feel like God's Most High Divine, Mother, Father, God, and Goddess, the highest divine is pouring its spirit upon you for divine inspiration and guidance for ways to expand your career, expand your legacy. Let's see. Let's put these over here. See how that goes. Or maybe we should put them like, we have Jupiter in the 10th house, Aquarius. Okay, so also we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have the wind, so 5 of air. So this is kind of like the 5 of swords, kind of. And waxen gibbous. So again, right by that full moon energy. It's like right off the full moon energy. I do believe waxen gibbous is right before the full moon. So it's about having resilience and continuing to move forward with the right attitude. And I feel like that there's like a struggle to have the right attitude, like a struggle to have the right mindset. Like there's a propensity to want to think about lack instead of think about what you do have, is kind of what I'm feeling from these. It's kind of, yeah, like you need to have that second wind. You're going to be needing that second wind, and think positively and be willing to open yourself up to divine inspiration. Things are not going to come to you the logical way this week. This is a week where things are going to come to you in a more intuitive way. So it's trusting your intuition over your logic this week. All right, so let's move on and let's grab a couple rooms. Let's see what comes out. What message I get. Okay, so what I'm getting with these is it's time to move forward from your foundation, and it should be move forward from a foundation of love is like what I'm hearing. Move forward with your foundation, knowing that you have secured your foundation. It's now time to move forward, to carry the torch in the next leg of the race, to look for the next, to begin the next leg of the race, trusting and having faith in your foundation and your home. So it's a time to move forward with faith in the work that you've already done and to carry yourself forward to the next leg of the race. To trust that spirit will guide you along the way. Just take one step at a time, just one step at a time. And things are going to be a little cloudy, and it's going to seem like things are worse than they actually are. So you're going to have to trust your intuition over your logic, because logically things are looking bad, but intuitively things are going pretty good, and they are, and you will be able to move forward. Just trust in your foundation and trust in your ability to gain the inspiration that you need along the way, and just take one step forward at a time. Okay, I'm gonna get an Ongamrone card. Okay, this I feel is like the fairy tree. Like I feel like this is trust in the magical possibilities is kind of what I'm hearing from it. Trust in the magical possibilities, and yeah, have faith in what you've built and continue to move forward, continue to strive for the sky, you know? Continue to aim for the sky, continue to move forward. Trust in what you've built, trust and have faith in what you have and how far you've come, and know that you have the ability to be resilient through the storms. And I don't feel like this week is a week of storms, but I feel like this is a week of like windiness. Does that make sense? And it's a week where the negative seems more real. It's a week where things not working seems more real, and you have to have faith that it will work and it will be more real later. Is that making sense? I don't know. All right, let's move to the tarot, and we'll see what the tarot has to say about this week and the energies of the week. So I don't take reversals with this deck. So it's going to play out. So these are always so big. All right. So I feel like it's a time, the beginning of the week, there is stuff that you have to celebrate at the beginning of the week, but it's also a time to protect what you've already built. Like you've built, I feel like you've built something, but it's not much yet. It's just beginning, and it still needs more love. It still needs more nurturing, but you've come this far too, and there's a reason to celebrate and to give yourself credit, and to, yeah, and just continue to move forward with that loving and nurturing feeling, which is what I'm feeling with these runes too, was, you know, continue to hold the torch to the next level. Like celebrate the level that you've completed and then move forward to the next one, kind of thing. Or the lap. You know, celebrate the lap that you've taken and continue to move forward to the next lap. And I feel like the middle of the week is going to I what I'm hearing is indecisiveness frozen. So I feel like there's this feeling of I can't decide where to go, and it creates just this frozen ability, like it puts you to sleep. And what I'm hearing is you're going to have strength to be able to come out of this. And you have the strength to come out of this. This is giving me sleep and beauty energy. It's really strange. Like, sleep and beauty energy. I don't know. I feel like this is the beginning of, I don't want to say you're awakening, like another awakening for you. Like, this is the beginning of your waking up. You're waking yourself up. I don't know, that it's really crazy how I'm reading these energies. It feels like you've been building your ability to wake up in your dream. In your dream, you've been building your ability to wake up, and you're almost there. You're about to wake up because of the work that you did in your dream. And whenever I say dream, like, I feel like I'm saying reality, but at the same time I'm hearing no dream too. So you've done some dream work. You've done some work in your dream, but also in your reality that is the dream. You're going to wake up out of the dream reality that you've been building yourself, you've been working yourself to wake up out of. All right, let's get some more confirmation with the Tarot of Dreams. Okay, so we go in order in a lot of ways. So what I'm hearing from this, tough love leads to overburden, creates divine intervention. You had to let go of the overburden that the tough love created. And I feel like this is not outside of yourself. I feel like this is inside yourself. This is tough love that you've had on yourself has overburdened you. And divine intervention will have to happen if you do not let go of this tough love and overburden. Okay, so what I'm getting here is you were, I was telling you to move forward with the work that you've been doing, but you can't move forward with the work that it's overburdened. You've been overburdening yourself. Move forward from your foundation, move to the next level, stuff like that. You feel like it's too much. It feels like it's too much. And that makes you frozen. It makes you feel like you can't. You're gonna need strength to overcome, for sure, and strength that you've already cultivated within yourself. You have this strength that is needed to overcome. And things that fall apart, especially at the end of the week, is meant to be. Like, it's meant to be, and it's because it's not working for you like that no more. Like, I was telling you to move forward. You've done so much work, celebrate yourself and move forward. But at the same time, you need to reevaluate. You need to reevaluate what was working for you, what was not working for you. Because moving forward with what wasn't working will create you to be overburdened and it'll leave you stuck. So now it makes sense why this energy showed up and why you ended up going just to sleep. You end up going to sleep because you can't move forward how you were doing it. Yes, you can celebrate what you've done, but you need to reevaluate and you need to move forward in a way that doesn't overburden you. Because if you do continue to move forward in this way, though, if you choose to continue to move forward in this way, then you will get divine intervention. And whenever things fall apart, just look at it as a lesson, and it'll show you that all that moving forward with the having burdenness was for nothing because it fell apart anyway. So you should have focused on one thing your heart really truly loved doing in the first place. All right, let's see if we can get further confirmation with the Journey Tarot. Okay, so yeah, I feel like, we have the positives and we have the negatives. So that's happy. But yeah, I feel like, you're building something here and you got to continue to love and nurture it. And again, celebrate what you've built. Celebrate what you've built. Continue to love and nurture it, and then move forward with wisdom and understanding, being willing to share the wisdom and the knowledge that you've gained. And when you move forward with this better attitude, this attitude of gratitude for, no, you haven't made it all. You still got a lot more to go. Yes, but you have come so far and you can be so grateful and you can move forward with wisdom and with your hand out to share with I'm so happy that I've come so far and I'm so willing to share this with others and move forward with that. Then you will be moving towards your happy days, moving, and it's going to be slow, and I don't feel like it'll be like right away, but you'll be able to gain insight and understanding of how close you are and what needs to be done to be able to do it. You'll be more clear on moving forward towards your abundance, which could be abundance of love, abundance of, food, abundance of shelter, abundance of all kinds of stuff. But you are building something and you will be able to be more clear towards it, especially if you move forward with this attitude of gratitude, being wise about your decisions and willing to share and give, You'll gain clarity and understanding of your steps that you need to move forward. All right, now we're going to move to the plant kingdom. Let's see what the plant kingdom has to say or clarify, maybe, hopefully. We'll see what the plant kingdom says. So I feel like somebody is going to come in. The plant kingdom, okay, how do I want to say this? The plant kingdom is coming in to say that there's going to be a sweet talker. Someone's going to come in to try to sweet talk you. Or it's someone that's coming in with a message. And it's a good message. It's a sweet message. But I don't know why I feel like there's a but. But there's a but. So honestly, I was taught in one of my marketing classes, anytime you put a but, then you negate everything you said in front of it. So it's like, so what with the sweet message? I don't know. I know the plant kingdom is saying that you will achieve success. You will be able to overcome this stagnant energy in the middle of the week. I feel like especially with you, maybe with you having this reading, you know, like you're able to overcome that indecisiveness, that sleeping, that overburdenedness. You're able to, especially if you are willing to evaluate, celebrate how far you've come, evaluate what's working, let go of what's not working. If you let go of what's not working, the plant kingdom is saying it's ensuring success. Despite the sweet talker. Like, I'm not sure exactly what the plant kingdom is saying about the sweet talker, other than the end of the week requires you to detach from a situation. So it makes me go back to the sweet talker. I feel like the plant kingdom is saying you will triumph, you will have success. There's a sweet talker and you need to detach from them. And because the sweet talker, I feel like, was actually stirring up some ish that created some, you know, not so happy times, created some storms, and whenever it could have been sunshiny, you know, like there's sunshine on here, but there's some storms out of nowhere. Like, I feel like that's the plant kingdom is saying it's the sweet talker, but I feel like the plant kingdom is saying that there's no reason to pay much attention to them. So if at the beginning of the week someone comes in telling you something that's too good to be true, let's not believe it this week. This isn't a time to believe that ish. It's a time to continue forward with what you know and to evaluate, let go of what's not working, continue forward. You're pretty much guaranteed success, and the sweet talker will cause ish that you just need to detach from. That's what the plant kingdom is saying, that there's a need for detachment at the end of the week. Sweet talker at the beginning of the week, triumph, and detachment. So, alright guys, that is our tarot cards. So, let's see if we can get our oracle cards here, and we can make our oracle card portion of the reading. So moving on to the oracle cards. The first one that I have is the oracle cards from my Goddess Provisions box that I get monthly. It's a subscription box, and I'm not affiliated with them yet, but they have given me offers, so we'll see. We'll start with their cards. I have quite a bit from them. Capricorn, determined, ambitious, integrity. So I am hearing that integrity is going to be very, very important this week. Move forward in your integrity and be determined to stay in your integrity. Be determined to move forward with your integrity. And yeah, as long as you're in integrity, then use your determination. Like, it's going to be needed. And your ambition this week. Move forward with your ambition and stay in integrity, which integrity means true to yourself. Stay true to yourself. Be someone that you can love. Move forward in a way that you can love, that you can truly love. So, thank you to the Goddess Provision cards. The next oracle card that we will be getting into this week is the Mystical Shaman. So I love doing the Mystical Shaman. Wild Woman, 62, Wild Woman. Yes, I feel like be wild, be free, be yourself. That's being in integrity. I feel like being true to you. Be true to you. And keep your feelings open. Be open to your feelings. Be open to allowing feelings to flow, and don't need a logical reason for feelings this week. This week, feelings don't have to have logical reasons. If they show up, oh, I guess they wanted to show up. So that's all the logic that we need. We'll feel them, and we will flow, and we will be wild and free to be me is what I'm hearing. Free to be me. And let your wild side out. Open up a little bit. Open up and just let yourself be wild and free. Moving on to the Hidden Realms Oracle deck. We'll see what we have this week. The Ringmaster of Scrutiny. Discernment, clear vision, and details. So this is really, really cool. We basically, I feel like this is Virgo energy. And for those of you that don't know, Virgo energy is like a very detailed and meticulous energy. And I feel like the spirit realm is telling us that they have our back, every detail and every, like they have our back like a Virgo would. A Virgo is very detailed and meticulous. So the spirit realm's like, we're being very detailed and meticulous about having your back this week. So trust and have faith that things are working out no matter how things may seem. Know that spirit and the hidden realms, there are beings that love you and adore you and are rooting for you in hidden realms that you don't quite know about. They are out there. Your ancestors, your loved ones, they are out there. They are rooting for you. And this week they are being meticulous and detailed. They're going through the fine detail of the spiritual realm of how to make this work out for your good. All things are working out for those that love God for their highest good. So continue to love God and know that the hidden realms, that the Holy Spirit is supporting you every detail to work out for your good this week. So no matter what comes, just continue to have faith and remember that. Just remember, as long as I love God, it doesn't matter what's happening right now. It's working out for my good meticulously in all the details. All right, I really like this energy. I really do. I really, really do. But it's also saying to protect your actions. Make sure you act in integrity. If you can't love what you do, don't do it. If you can't say, I love doing this and I love that I did that before you do it, then don't do it. And otherwise, know that Spirit really has your back. And it's not otherwise. Spirit has your back because Spirit loves you. Spirit's got your back. So, all right, let's check in on the shadow this week. What does our shadow side have to say about this week and the energies this week? So our shadow side is saying creativity alchemist. The shadow is saying that the shadow is there for a reason, and it's so that you can alchemize and you can create what needs to be alchemized and created. Let's see, move this guy over. Goodness. So, yeah, the shadow is saying that it's time for you to step into your more divine self, your more divine creative self, who knows why the shadow's in your life. This is what the Strength card really is. Like, it's the taming of the inner beast. And the things that are coming to you this week that seem bad are coming to you for your ability to tame that inner beast and to harness the power for good and for love and for light. And this is what being a love walker is. This is what being a light walker is. This is what being a love worker, warrior, light worker, light warrior is all about. It's knowing that the shadows and the shadow side is there for a reason, and it's there to alchemize and to create. And as we do that, we step into our higher divine self, and we get strengthened, we gain wisdom, and we gain power. But it never was about that, was it, love warriors or workers? It was about, the joy of the ride, the joy of the journey. So, Yeah, and I'm getting protect your beliefs, protect your belief in your ability to alchemize and create better situations from the bad. Create your belief that all things are working out for you who loves God. And continue to alchemize and walk in your strength and power with your shadow and your light. All right, so let's see what the next oracle is. The Fae, I love this one. This is the Fairy Wisdom Oracle by Nancy Brown, and I do believe her daughter Amy Brown. All right, so let's see what we got. What message? Okay, Book Fairy, perspective. I'm going to put this here. I just feel like putting it there. Perspective, Book Fairy. So, yes, this is about looking at things in a different way. You know, choosing to try to see it from their side and an outside side. You know, trying to look at it differently. Taking the time to look at it differently. I feel like that it's just going to be necessary this week, you know, with things happening and us needing to trust that things are working out for our good. You don't have to trust things are working out for your good when things are going good. Like, there must be some ish going down, you know. And the plant kingdom said we had sweet talkers that are behind our back causing ish. And, you know, we need to detach from that. But, you know, with these messages coming through, I feel like we are supported and we are connected to the hidden realms, and we can look at it from a different perspective, and we can know that things do work out for our good. We do love God, and we can create higher vibrations just by loving and enjoying our life despite the ish that's going on, you know. And we can also create out of this energy. We can create whatever we want out of this energy, and that's freaking awesome, I do think. All right, guys, so our final oracle that we are going to go over, I guess I'm going to take these out. I'll move him over here. The final oracle that we will do is our Lemurian oracle. And whenever we do the Lemurians, this is our intuitive exercise in the card read. I want you guys to really use your intuition and to tune into the card yourself and to see what the card is saying to you, or if there's something coming through at all. You know, sometimes you get a feeling, sometimes you get a knowing, sometimes you get you hear something, sometimes you see something, you get like a vision. So allow it to come to you and just see what happens. I don't do this very long, but you can always pause if you need longer. So I will zoom in on the card for you to be able to intuit what message you get yourself. And then I will read to you the message that I see in the card, and then we'll flip the card over and read what the card says and the message that's sent to us. And I think all three are valid in their own way. So let's get started with the Lemurian portion of this card read, and then we will close things out. All right, so our card today right, so what I see in this card is that our power is rising and it's time to speak with the knowledge of the power that we hold, and to speak with love and to move forward with love and light. And I feel like these here is saying that we're fully supported. Again, that every single detail support is coming in from the hidden realms. And I feel like this is the beginning of our understanding of our own power and our ability to move forward with our power. And I feel like it's saying it's time, now that we understand our power, to speak powerfully love. Speak love powerfully. Speak light powerfully, for you love warriors and workers and light warriors and workers. And so, yeah, I feel like we're gaining a higher vision and understanding of our power. We're fully supported and moving forward with this higher power. But it's a responsibility. It's a responsibility now that we understand how powerful we are and how powerful our words are. Now it's our responsibility to speak love, speak light, and speak love and light powerfully, because now we understand the power behind the love and the light that we speak. And this is the beginning of us moving forward with that higher power and with the understanding of the higher power. And we are fully supported in doing that. Okay, so let's read what the card says. Balanced forces. The Lemurian people are said to have been androgynous, a perfect balance of what became masculine and feminine energy as it densified in physical form. This card invites you to look at the masculine and feminine energy from a more balanced perspective. What needs to happen to form a more holistic and equalized foundation? For a more masculine drive and focus, concentrate on goals, desires, and ambitions. If you want to engage more feminine energy for receptivity, trust, flow, and surrender, consider all the things you are already grateful for. Feel the warmth, gratitude, and comfort of knowing everything is divinely perfect just the way that it is. All right, beloveds, thank you so much for joining me on this card reading and this Mystic Monday. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that you're able to gain something out of it. Of course, take everything that resonates and leave all that does not. Please leave it to the side. I don't want to be a stumbling block to any of you. I love you all so much, and I'm rooting for you all, and I'm so grateful to every single one of you. If you gained anything out of this video, please hit that like button. Of course, if you want a private reading with me, you can book at my website, which the link is down below. And if you would like to support me, please consider joining my Patreon. It's only $2 a month, and we do daily card reads and full moon and new moon card reads. So it's a lot of fun, and I try to go a lot more in depth with my patrons. So I thank you all so much for your love and your support, and I thank you for watching this far, and thank you so much for being here tonight. And as always, I pray that Mother, Father, God, and Goddess bless you immensely with lots and lots of love.